Hello and welcome to BFS Wargaming. So today I want to talk about secondaries. So obviously I'm assuming most people have had a few games of 10th by now. So I'd love to hear your views on the secondaries. What do you think about the fixed? What do you think about the tactical? Also, please like and subscribe because it really helps the channel. So I want to start off talking about the fixed secondaries. So for me, the fixed secondaries are very circumstantial, I would say, unless you play a particular army where you can really build around them secondaries. I think that it's quite hard for some armies to really build around them. And in my opinion, if it's really hard for a lot of armies to build around them, then there's something missing. Like there should be maybe more fixed secondaries to be able to, suit other armies as well, not just the fast armies or the armies that have got a good MSU build where they can keep just going and do like cleanse or engage or behind enemy lines. Because let's face it, bring it down and assassinate. Depends who you're playing. Assassinate can be quite hard to do unless you sort of build for it with some snipers and things like that. So, and I mean, also with the fixed secondaries, you're getting less VP. So usually it's like 1 VP less for those secondaries. And I think, you have to be scoring them like every turn to get good amount of points. And I understand, I think that the balance between that and the tactical is good because obviously you can pull tactical cards that you can't do and things like that. But yeah, so I suppose I'm enjoying the missions. I'm enjoying playing it. It's not like I'm not enjoying it, but I think on a competitive level, there's something missing for people that play certain armies. Like for instance, Death Guard, I think would be the big one. I think, they're very slow moving. It's hard for them to score, especially the fixed. And also probably the tactical as well, because with tactical secondaries, you have to be able to get to places to be able to do things a lot of the time. So it really leans into really fast, smaller type units. And there's certain, and then I think on the other hand, you've got a lot of, like some armies that want big units that are getting buffed by characters. So there is a bit of a trade-off there. I'm hoping that they will bring out secondaries for each army. They really need to be careful how they do that to balance it. But I think it is another way to balance the game, along with points and balanced data slates. I think that what they did in 9th, and I think they, sometimes they did it well, sometimes they went a bit over or a bit under. But to score points basically is another way to balance the game. So I really feel like if everyone had a fixed secondary or a couple of fixed secondaries, and maybe they could choose one from their that's specific to their armies, so they can play their armies in a certain way. I think that would really, really help some of them armies that maybe will struggle to score points. I'm not talking about your top competitive players, people like, Manny, Vic, the Sieglers of the world. They'll build an army around whatever, and they'll take whatever army they need to build around that. But we don't all have a lot of access to a lot of armies. So a lot of people only play 1 or 2 armies. So they sort of have to then, a lot of the time they're quite stuck with, they're playing tactical and they're still not, maybe their army isn't great at playing that tactical way, because you have to be mobile. You have to be able to move and get onto certain objectives or do things. And I think that leans into those faster armies. So I'd really like to hear what you guys think on how maybe they could balance the game more with secondaries. I don't dislike the way they've done it. I think it's quite cool that you can play tactical or fixed and you can choose each game which one you want to do. I just feel like they need to give a little bit more option, and specifically to those armies that will struggle to be able to do things on the fly, or the fixed secondaries that are currently available maybe they don't lean into some of them armies so well. So I'd really like to see GW bring out some secondaries, some army specific secondaries to help balance the game a little bit. Now, obviously we haven't seen that many tournaments and things like that, so I'm sure maybe this will come out with the codexes. You know, you might get a couple of specific secondaries for your army in each codex. I think that's a good way. Obviously they need to really control that. They don't want to go crazy and just give you loads and be like, yeah, you can take as many of these as you want, because it then might unbalance the game in the wrong way. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'd be really interested to hear in the comments. Maybe you think that it's perfect the way it is. Let me know if you're struggling with achieving the secondaries with the armies you play. I'm assuming stuff like Eldar and things like that are probably able to score the secondaries pretty well because they're very fast moving. But yeah, let me know. Or are you building around the secondaries? Are you building whatever army you've got to be as fast as you can and to be able to achieve these secondaries? So yeah, let me know how you're finding it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.